Hey everyone, another kind of relaxing video today. I am sick. I've been sick for a week ever since I came back from my vacation basically. And I just wanted to talk about the Animal Crossing Direct that should be coming this month because it's October 1st now. I don't know, I expect it to be like in the first half of October, most likely. And I don't know, I just want to talk about my predictions and some of my wishes for this Direct coming up. So we're just gonna be having some gameplay in the background because I look like crap because I'm sick. And I don't know, I just felt like having some gameplay in the background. Sometimes it's just nicer, it's calmer, and it allows me to use my expensive microphone that I got because it's easier to use in this situation. And then you can hear my awful voice a lot clearer. Now, I just want to talk about some of my predictions and wishes of the Animal Crossing Direct. Like I said before, that is gonna come up. In the previous Nintendo Direct, they had a very short clip announcing the most important thing already. The main thing I have been wanting since the start, Brewster's Cafe. I feel New Leaf is my favorite Animal Crossing. Some of the music I like it better. I'm addicted to the 3D effect. There was a lot of stuff in the game that they took out. Like small stuff, music boxes, the shopping street, some of the street pass stuff, for example. You had like a whole street pass town of other people's houses, and I love that stuff. But I do not really want to talk about the stuff that I'm missing, but I have to address it because one of the main things that I've been wanting in this game that was a New Leaf and in previous Animal Crossings is Brewster's Cafe. Brewster is my favorite NPC. I like being in this cafe. I think it's chill. It's always been a little bit different. In New Leaf, you had a coffee minigame where every animal on your island basically had a different taste in coffee, whether they wanted like milk or sugar, how to prepare it. And this minigame got you stuff. I think in New Leaf, the minigame got you Brewster gyroids. And those were incredible. And I think there were other things you can unlock. It's been a while since I've played New Leaf. And the coffee minigame was just something more to do also. And I always had fun doing it. But again, Brewster also brought something else. I think in City Folk, let's go to the city, Brewster could store your gyroids. But somehow they've always been kind of linked together, Brewster and the gyroids. And that's why one of the main things I'm predicting and hoping is that when they give you back Brewster's Cafe, that they also bring back gyroids. Gyroids were small little statues with funny faces. There were like 100 different ones. They had different types. You had scary ones or happy ones or ones that were shaped like bells, some that looked like robots. And then every series had enough. For example, there were like 6 robots. Maybe you had 4 ones with the bell, 2 scary ones, and they had different sounds. For example, the robot gyroids would have little pings, like blip blip, like space sounds. And the bells had like really calm Zen bell effects. The scary ones would like scream like oh. I like that stuff. And different ones in the series would have different tones. For example, the space ones would have different tones of bleeping, you know, depending on the size of the gyroid. And there was so many of them, and you could like have them to decorate your house or make little concerts with them. I just like their designs a lot, and that's the main thing I hope that comes back, gyroids. Whenever it would rain, certain fossils the next day, instead of digging up a fossil, you would dig up a random gyroid. And I'd like to have something new to collect. Maybe you could even have like a gyroid encyclopedia, the way you have like the one for bugs and sea creatures and fish. That's what I would really hope. Of course, I would like it if the coffee minigame would come back or something along the lines. Just there's something more to do in the cafe. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be something to do in there. And this leads me to the next two things. One, I think apart from Brewster, there's gonna be something else like that. Maybe something else big. A new character introducing a new element or a new thing on the island. I don't know, for example, like Crunk. Crunk on City Folk had like a comedy show where you could learn the emotes. I'm not saying Crunk is gonna come back. I just mean something like that. A new NPC bringing something different. And the biggest thing that I feel is criminal that they did not add it in New Horizons, and it's one of the main things I liked about New Leaf, why I preferred it, is online minigames. So, in Animal Crossing New Leaf on the 3DS, you could take the boat with Cap'n. I think he drove a bus on the Wii, he had a taxi on the original DS, but he had a boat on New Leaf, and he brought you to an island. On this island, you could catch rare bugs. This was a great way to earn extra money. But another thing that you could do on the island is go on island tours. You could go online with friends or random people and play mini games together. Online mini games. You would be brought to an island, and for example, you would have a contest who could hunt the most bugs. Or you had to locate furniture. For example, there was a game that was called Hide and Seek. You had to locate villages behind trees or behind buildings and that kind of stuff, you know. There were all these different types of mini games. I think there were like 5 or 6 mini games. There was one with flowers, I think, as well. One where you had to play memory. You had to remember certain furniture and certain houses, I think. And you would be playing with like 4 people against each other. And I cannot believe that on a system like the Switch, that has sold the amount of copies that it has, with Animal Crossing, that has sold the amount of copies that it has, with the multiplayer aspect of the Switch, which is based on that this Animal Crossing took out the multiplayer games. And that's another big thing I want to see in this Direct. Multiplayer games. Online multiplayer games to have fun with your friends. Because that's a big thing that kept you hooked. I did that all the time, mostly with strangers. But I've done it with my friends as well. There was another minigame like Whack-a-Mole. This little Resetti cart would drive around. You had to whack it with a hammer. Like all kinds of minigames like that. It's crazy that this game doesn't have it. And I need it. I need it. I've been playing Animal Crossing with a lot more friends. You know, this Animal Crossing... 2 of my friends from the podcast. Mr. D actually plays it as well, just not as much as we other guys. My girlfriend, she plays it. A lot of my other friends, you know, Trizzy. I have older friends from New Leaf still, you know, like a lot of people on my friends list play this, so I could actually play these mini games with mostly my friends, and I need it. Now, again, I think New Horizons, even though I prefer New Leaf, New Horizons is the Animal Crossing I would recommend to anybody, because it technically is better, simply already because of the customization possible with your island. You can create mountains, you can create rivers, you can put any house, any building wherever you want, decorate outside. All those things alone make it technically the best Animal Crossing. It's just strange that you would take out such incredible features, and I just want those to come back. Brewster. Now, I understand, I know why they put Brewster, for example, in the museum. He originally was in the museum. In New Leaf, he had a cafe you could play somewhere. When I was designing my town in New Horizon, I had a spot prepared for Brewster. But not a lot of other people thought ahead like that, so nobody has space for Brewster. A lot of people just don't have space and don't want to destroy their island. Which is why it does make sense they put him in the museum. I don't mind. I think the fact that they put him in the museum might actually help maybe with the gyroid collecting. I hope. One can hope. So what is it? The multiplayer, there's the Brewster. I'm expecting a gameplay update. I'm predicting a gameplay update. For example, we've had... No, like you have the terraforming. That was in the main game. But the terraforming is a big gameplay element. And they added something that was in New Leaf again already, but they added the diving aspect in New Horizons with the sea creatures. I'm expecting a big mechanic update like that adds a whole new spin, a whole new thing to do on the island. I have no idea what it could be. I do not count the multiplayer as that element. I count it as something separate. I just feel there's gonna be an evolution in something that is part of the game already. There are two more things. One, I might as well mention it now because they just released a little snippet, a preview for the Halloween update. I was expecting a big Halloween update. They released an image today where there's new Halloween items. Finally, there's like a scary big Halloween tree with pumpkins hanging from it. I've been wanting something like that for my scary forest, so that's really, really good. I love that. I'm hoping they do a little bit more. For example, and this is going to be a segue into the final thing. For example, in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, they have a new Halloween event now. And you can get like a throne, a really cool purple looking throne with a pumpkin next to it. And I hope there's going to be a few cool items like that. Now, like I said, the final thing. I hope. I doubt this is going to happen, but this is a wish I have. I do not see it happen. It's too big of an undertaking. But I hope they will give a more thorough link in the game to Pocket Camp. So if you play Pocket Camp on mobile, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, you could link it to the Switch via your Nintendo account, and you would get, I think, like about 8 or 10 exclusive items just because you linked it to Pocket Camp. And there were some cool items in there, like a fortune cookie card or a big sign, some clothing, a camp sign as well, but also like a long glow up light sign. There was a bunch of stuff, but I'm hoping, and I don't see it happen, but I'm hoping that they will link Pocket Camp in a way that I can get the stuff from Pocket Camp in New Horizons. So I stopped playing New Horizons. I used to play it every single day, and I think now it's the longest break I've taken from the game. It's been a month. You might have seen it in the footage. Some animals have already complained about it. I haven't been online in like a month, and I hope this update is gonna fix that. But the whole reason I'm saying that is because I've transferred kind of to playing Pocket Camp more often, because there's just so much more in it. Again, there's a Halloween update now. Like, there's new stuff almost weekly, monthly. There are new things, and they have fortune cookies, and every fortune cookie has new things. You had a whole gothic set, and a white gothic set, and a mushroom set, and a fairy tale set. And right now for Halloween they have a medieval set with like magic books and magic circles on the floor, and you have staffs and outfits, like medieval outfits and dragons and castles and a medieval town you could build. It's absolutely ridiculous, all the stuff that is in Pocket Camp. You have like Halloween stuff, like a scary Halloween well and statues, a lot of the stuff that used to be in older Animal Crossing, but it's not in New Horizons. There is so much content in Pocket Camp, it's disgusting. And I just hope they would add some of that stuff or allow us to transfer some of that stuff to New Horizons. Again, I don't see it happen, but I can hope. And I don't even care if you have to introduce this whole gacha system that the phone has. I didn't spend a dime on the phone. You don't need to. But I wouldn't even be mad if that's how you do it, if that's what it takes. I do not feel that after like 17 years of a break between console Animal Crossings, that the mobile game has so much more. And I understand, and then they get money out of it. But like I said, just introduce that same system in New Horizons, you know, the new Leaf tickets. The Leaf tickets, whatever they were called, that you can get them and trade them, and worst case buy them to get new stuff, and like you don't need to buy them, you can save them up. And I don't think they're gonna do that, but I can dream, because there is so much stuff in Pocket Camp, and the worst part is that it's really, really cool stuff. A lot of the time, like very heavy gothic shit, for example, like with like iron and roses, you know, like black iron with like red roses and purple in it, and all these magical things. You can have like a carpet that's shining a light down from the skies, and you have things that animals can actually interact with. A pool they can swim in, a slide they can slide down from. There's so many items, individual items that that animals can individually interact with. Like having a snack at a hot dog car, or playing a flute on a magic tree stump. You know, there's so much cool stuff, and I just need some of that in New Horizons, and I don't see it happen. But like, either give us a massive update with some of these items, or allow us to link the two. You know, if you allow us to link the two, then you still have people going to the mobile game, spending their money if they need to, but then they can still use it as well in New Horizons. I really love that. So that's my video. I think we're like 15 minutes. That's longer than I was expecting here. Let me know some of your thoughts on this. Again, you know, like Brewster, the gyroids, want the multiplayer, you know, a gameplay update, pocket camp stuff. That's kind of the main thing I'm predicting and wanting. Either way, I'm so excited. I love New Horizons, and I have 1,500 hours in the game, so it's not like I didn't get my money's worth. But after 1,500 hours, I have almost every item. I've done everything. There's only so much I can do to rebuild my island, because I'm happy with my island is, and it's emotionally hard to kick out villagers just to have something to do. And technically it's good, that means I'm playing other games, but I just want to play more Animal Crossing. But whereas in New Leaf, a lot of the fun was just at night chilling, walking around on the island, I feel in New Horizons I do that less, and I just really want something to do while I'm walking around talking to my villagers. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my new videos. I do talking videos like this, gameplay stuff also like this. I do top 10s, I do reaction videos. When the Animal Crossing Direct hits, I'll definitely be doing a reaction to that. Please subscribe, please share this video with people you think might enjoy it. It's nothing for you, it's 2 clicks for you, and you have no idea how much that stuff helps me out. I've been trying to break free from this pit that YouTube threw me in. I haven't grown in subs in almost 5 years, and I can't do more than I'm doing now. I've been doing a video every single week. Every single week. I focused on gaming content, to do more stuff, more gameplay stuff. I'm trying to do everything I can, but a big part of this has to come from you guys. Anyway, I want to thank you for your support. Thank you for watching this video, and stay real.